Hi, I'm Kevin.
And I'm Sarah, and we're the Global Geezers.
We are in Israel, South Tel Aviv to be exact, the Florentin area, and we have not one but two Airbnbs to show you.
We booked a place for a little over a week to come here for a wedding. And COVID happened and everything got postponed. So we had to change everything and find another place. So that's why we ended up with two Airbnbs during our stay.
So you get to see both of them in this one episode.
Woohoo!
And here's the first one. Let's go.
This is our apartment. We are in Florentin, and it's in a little kind of up and coming place. So our door leads right into a graffitied up alley with abandoned vehicles. But when you get in, it's really nice. It's clean. The bed was pretty comfortable. I could do with a little more softness, but it was fine. We each have tables on the sides of our beds, which we like. Lights, there's plugs, there's closet space, and there's some storage in this little stand over here, and we were able to put our stuff here when we came in. The kitchen, there's not much to it. We didn't do any cooking at all. The fridge and freezer are great. We had ice, we had pretty much everything. We had a microwave, there's an espresso machine. So we just got some pods and some creamer, we were good to go. But yeah, it's simple, but if you don't plan on cooking anything extravagant or anything at all, this is great. The sofa was comfortable. It had enough chairs and tables for us to be able to sit and work at. And everything worked like it's supposed to. The air conditioner, there's this dehumidifier up here, and we saw that the water was filling, so we emptied that a couple times while we were here. Really, I recommend the place.
And this is what you see when you enter.
I could go hide in the bathroom. Because this is a European type space, everything's generally small. And there's not a whole lot of room in the bathroom, but you see that they have kind of these unfolding glass doors that you kind of put together when you're in the shower, and then you can get them out of the way when you're done. And to help with the wet, you get a squeegee and like a little moppy thing you can put on it and just kind of wipe it around, and it helps get everything kind of cleaned up, dried off. So yeah, and I love the little cubbies over here. There's plenty of cubbies for both of our stuff, and hooks on the door on the other side make a big difference, because there's never enough hooks to hang your towels and whatever else you have. So we appreciate hooks, so that was nice. The only thing that we found an issue with, which isn't really an issue, it's just something you have to recognize, is the floors can get slippery because you come out of the shower, there was no mat on the floor with maybe a rubber backing to kind of step onto. And also inside the shower, there's really nothing for your feet to grab onto. So it can get slippery, especially after you shampoo, and there's like soap and stuff all over the floor. So that's kind of a thing to think about. Maybe for Airbnb hosts, get a little rug that folds up that has rubber on the bottom for when you get out of the shower, and maybe one of those little sticky, plasticky things to put inside the shower when you go in there. And that way, people like us that are kind of unaware don't slip and crack our heads open.
Every place has its quirks. This is no exception. To get hot water, you have to turn that on for about a half an hour. Any more than an hour, and he said the boiler will explode. So you want to make sure you turn that off. So set your timer, and after half an hour, turn Turn it off and you should have hot water for the rest of the day. All right, there's the door. Down the alley is the trash can if you need more trash can space. But yeah, it's an industrial area. Easy access, has a lockbox so you can get your keys. Pretty sturdy door handle. And if you like that one, here's the other one. Little kitchenette, which is pretty much all we need. I got a little desk. Sarah's got a chair or two she can use. Here's the bed. It's a kind of a fold-out couch. It's a fold-out couch with a window there. Places to put our clothes. AC, which is very important. Got a little balcony. Little balcony. So, and then there's our view from our window. It's an interesting coat hanger thingy, my bobber, dually, whatchamacallit. So, and they're setting up the Wi-Fi right now. I guess there was some Wi-Fi issues. That's the door. This place has laundry down at the end of the hall, so we can do our laundry. And that's pretty much it. Little fridge. A little top freezer. We didn't use a freezer last time, so there's a little fridge. This will work. Some spatulas and. What does that go to?
There's another door.
Might be connecting bedrooms or something. Rain shower. With that wand. Alright. I don't find a lot of plugs. Alright, one thing we're finding out about this place is that's the only plug. They've got a TV on this wall here, but the plugs are behind and full. No plugs down below there, so both of us are gonna have to plug our computers in there. There are plugs, however, on each side of the bed. So, yeah. So that's a challenge. Guess we'll try to work our magic with that. Sarah looks extremely delighted about this place.
Well, you hope it has everything that they say it has, and it looks like in the pictures, and when there's things that aren't the same, it's kind of a bummer, you know? So there's absolutely no place to hang things, like no place to hang anything. It's just cupboards. So my dresses will stay wrinkled.
Yay!
There's no place to put them.
Wrinkled dresses.
You know, there's worse things in life, but
Yep.
you know, we try to find places that look like they'll work, and we trust that people put things in there, like an elevator.
Yeah.
And when it's not like it seems, then it's just kind of a bummer.
Yeah, I thought they had listed an elevator in here. I'll have to double check, see below if they did or not. Airbnbs are like a box of chocolates. You're never gonna know what you get until you actually get there and take a look at it. But right now we're paying for 2 Airbnbs, this one and the one in Fethiye. Yeah, there's another story on that. The price on these Airbnbs, they're probably going to be different for you, you know, because the dollar goes up and down. Both our Airbnbs cost over $1,000 for a week. The Airbnb we're going to in Turkey is about the same for 4 weeks. So that tells you kind of how expensive Israel is. It's not a cheap place to come and stay.
And how inexpensive Turkey is. because Turkey is very reasonable price-wise, and Israel is completely the opposite. So it's not really fair to compare because it's just completely different.
All right, we're gonna go out and have some more $10 beers, because that's the price for a Budweiser here. And one thing we noticed about this place, just as in the other place here in Israel, is that if you want hot water, you need to turn that on about half an hour, 20 minutes to a half an hour before you get in the shower, if you want hot water. That's how they get their hot water. Now, we've heard that you don't have to worry about it if you're at a hotel because they have automatic hot water systems there. But if you're staying at an Airbnb here in Israel, at a house or an apartment or something like that, they all have those switches. So you might want to keep that in mind when you book and you want to get in the shower. All right, you have a lockbox to get in. They give you a code so you can get your key. One really nice feature about this place is they have both a washer and a dryer for you to use for free. So those are right there. One thing I do want to dispel though is there is no elevator in this building, even though they show one in the listing. To get into the apartment, there's the door, and they have a keypad. They'll give you the code. There is a coffee place that's right next to it, so you can get your coffee, and this is the neighborhood. That's a pet food store right there. And then they have food down that way. Plenty of restaurants down that way. The beach is that way also. But that's it.
We are in Carmel Market, which is probably 2 to 3 kilometers from our place. But this is where all the locals get all of the local options, the things that they like, the good prices. There's always stuff open here, and yes, cheese shop. Lots of yummy fruits and veg, juice places, the falafel place, and just about anything you can think of. But it gets a little crazy. We're here, it's around just after 11, but it can get a lot crazier. So I'll show you around. Here's the bread guy. We've gotten bread from him. It's yummy.
Oh, the cherries.
Looks like knafe to me.
Ooh, knafe.
Okay, this is a food group and they're all getting donuts from this guy over here, freshly made. Our falafel and juice people are right around the corner. Yum. This is our juice lady. There's no name of the place, no nothing. And there's our falafel guy. There's a tour right here, right now.
I know. All right, if you come to the Carmel market, this is the place to get your juice and your falafel. You can find it. This is what the area looks like. And they're right there, and they're usually always busy. So, but you got a busy street right here on the here, but they're right there. Well, that's the Airbnbs in Israel that we stayed at. Basically, yeah, studios. They're small and expensive. If you're gonna go to Tel Aviv, you're gonna pay for it.
Be ready.
Yeah. And we stayed at the cheapest ones we could find.
Yeah.
Both of them are good for maybe like 5-6 days. They have their advantages. They're in a good area that's got plenty of restaurants, grocery shopping. It's a lively area. It's an up and coming area. A lot of street art. So we're going to end it there, and we'll see you next week with something else we don't know we've got. So we'll see you then.
Bye.
Bye.